Hey, lovely water signs. This is your reading on what you need to cleanse. Yeah, cleanse, get rid of, throw away. It could be anything. We'll see what comes forward. Yeah, I'm gonna be starting with Pisces, then Cancer, and Scorpio. So let's begin with you, Pisces. Let's see what you need to cleanse. Okay, Pisces. First, I'm gonna check in on your energies, your current energies. Your energies that is coming forward, you're kind of evaluating a situation, making a judgment call, just clear a situation of yours where you need to look at things, look on things, and you could call it doing a little research or just evaluate a situation, seeing the whole situation for what it is, and yeah, it's about a self-evaluation. What do I need? What do I want? What will I do? Looks almost like you're in your energies right now is something about making decisions or just looking at things with a realistic, logical perspective. Okay, let's see. What does Pisces need to cleanse? What does my Pisces watching need to cleanse? Interesting. We got the cards all reversed. No, not all reversed, just one card. Interesting. Yeah. Judgment card 2 times here. You need to let go of something where you feel like something isn't rightful done. Something isn't right. There's a lack of justice somewhere. It could be related to work. It could be related to some type of situations where there's gatherings, a lot of people. I see work here. It could be work. You need to release some kind of a a feeling of injustice, easier said than done, right? Sometimes for some of us it is easier to do, actually, when we have to deal with it. When we have to deal with it alone, it's like a survival mode. You just need to survive. Somehow we managed to make it, and afterwards it's like, yeah, that was hard work, hard done, hard to handle. But sometimes looking way back at something, like, wow, that was easy compared to, that's a little bit how life is about sometimes. Can't really change that more than learning from the experience, become a better person than we were. Yeah, I'm not getting so much more of that. Let's see. You need to clean out whatever tension that could have possibly been building up inside of you. If you're analyzing things, coming home and analyzing things, I mean, you could be sensitive to gatherings with a lot of people. You need your grounding possibilities, being alone, or just get away from it sometimes. And you need to kind of let go of the feeling of judging yourself too hard. Yeah, I did this, and I was this, and I'm pretty satisfied with that. Or, you can look at things that you've done and, be like looking at them and adore them, love and care for what you bring to the table, what you do, the things you create, or just who you are as a person, rather than going within and judging yourself. It's giving yourself more credit for what you're accomplishing. see. You need to clean out like repeated patterns that might have occurred to you in some way. Because it's like you either have or you will come to a breaking point where you feel like, you know what, this is enough, I can't repeat this. And I don't want to be around people that just repeat the same pattern and have the same outcome and not being satisfied with the outcome. You need to kind of, you know, release the thought of that or the feeling of that, you know, really like, you know what, you know, kind of seeing that you have possibilities to do different now. Not getting stuck in old memories to a point where you actually don't see what you have and see where you're going or where you could go. Because it's like going together here for you. I think that, you know, negative from the past kind of, you know, going along with some of the memories, and it's hard, really hard to separate them apart. You could be understanding this. Like, this is nothing new to you that I was telling you. You could okay. Gonna check in these cards. Get to understand them a little bit more. Let's see. Tell us about this. You could easily get a little bit, you know, stuck on other persons or a partner or people, you know, if you could get a little bit stuck on someone sometimes. It could almost, you know, be compared to being addicted to someone. Maybe this is not something that you want to, you know, admit or say, yeah, I'm addicted to someone else. That's not, maybe not something we want to, you know, discuss. And you don't have to, you just, you know, being aware of it, it's okay. This happens to everyone, one way or another. You get the Judgment card 3 times now, so we're really talking about like cleansing your mind of a specific behavior or a way of doing things the same over and over and over again, or ending up with people doing the same over and over and over again. Okay, Ace of Wands, talking about you kind of renewing your spark, getting, I mean, we all have passions for something, okay? We all feel passionate for something. It could be hobbies, people, a way of interacting. It could be a way of living life. Okay, it could be just something as, enjoying to cook, to make delicious food or bakery. Yeah. It's like you need to kind of cleanse the old of that area and renew what you want to feel passionate for. Or this could be helpful. It could be just one thing. It could be many things. Just finding a new way to feel like passionate spark, or a new way that will actually spark up your inner fire, your inner glow. We have Six of Swords that wanted to come forward but didn't really. That's telling me that you're already, removing yourself from an environment that could have been, dragging you down. You're removing yourself from that and kind of going to another space, another place that will be much better for you. Also with the obsession here, addiction, that could be, just being a little bit stuck on some type of people's energy. It could be, actually someone you might adore, and they just, shove you out, put you out in the cold, and you're like, what the hell? Why? Why are you doing this? Could be anything of that sort of situation. I mean, don't focus on that, okay? Just release that, cleanse. Whoever wants to be with you, whoever wants to interact with you, whoever wants to listen, they will. Those who doesn't, they're not of importance, right? What does my Pisces need to cleanse, throw out, or just get rid of? Okay, I don't know if I want to say that this is something that you need to kind of throw out or clean out, but something that you could actually, pass on to others. Is everything that you've learned from this. And if you're not already doing this, I would say that sitting yoga and meditation could really be helpful for you here. Also, you get the Queen of Pentacles here. That could be a person in, in your environment, in your energies, affecting your energies. Queen of Pentacles is someone who is pretty good, pretty great as a person. This could be someone at your workplace that isn't giving, it could be someone who's giving you a warm feeling, or a feeling of, just feeling safe around them. I wouldn't say that, this is someone you should, cleanse out of your energies. It's more, of maybe, not going within and overthink about it too much. Okay, let's get you some advice. Okay, or is that all? Can we ask something more? I think that's all. Let's do some advice, okay? Yeah, let's give you some advice. Advice for my Pisces. I want to say here, yeah, root chakra. Could be something that you could put a lot of attention and care and love for. Also, learn about root chakra and the place on your body where the root chakra is, and how you can, exercises that you can do, Pilates, yoga, breathing exercises, meditation exercises, how root chakra works, and, giving attention to that part of the body. Also, the color red could be something for you in that area, because root chakra is red. Let's see, I wanted to flip. So, advice for my Pisces. Advice for my Pisces. 2 cards. Well, let's just let the cards fly out. If there's more, there's supposed to be more. Let's see. Yeah, we'll do 2 cards because I want to read both sides. Okay. Pisces, seek clarity, embrace honesty, face consequences, and sharpen your focus for personal growth. Okay, crystal of clarity. Illuminate your path with openness and insight, readying yourself for a newfound understanding of content. And that lovely crystal there. Any crystal looking like this. It could be smoke quartz. It could be, I don't know the English name for it, but if you check on this, I think you will find something similar. It could be citrine too. Yeah, that could be something helpful for you. Adapt and thrive. Luck flows with change. Stay flexible. Embrace shifts and learn from the journey as answers reveal themselves. Winds of fortune. Allow the winds of fortune to guide your sails, maneuvering through life's opportunities and challenges with adaptability. Your advice to let something go. There's something that you need to let go of your energies here. When you look at this card here, you see this girl, she's sitting here. She's a little bit sad, or disappointed. She clearly burned something in the trees here. It could be apples or it could be, leaves. This is a way of renewing the growth of the tree. You know, if there are parasites affecting the tree, you can burn it. You can burn it, and yeah, you will have a whole new tree rebuilding. Not directly, not right away, of course, but it will take time, but it will be better. This could be a symbol symbolizing something for you that you need to let go of. It's not about, seeing the whole tree as burning down to the ground and there's no tree anymore. This is about just, burning something out that has been toxic to your tree or your temple, to you. It could have been something that just affected your mind, and it's better to get rid of it now than letting it go deeper down to your roots. You also have this beautiful card, Escapist, come home to yourself. Yeah, this is beautiful. She's just sitting there, chilling out, hanging out in her cozy clothes. She's reading a book. The book looks like it's glowing. So this could be a book about anything. It could be about her life. It could be a photo album, memories. This could be her most interesting book, or a book that she hasn't looked in for a while or ever. She's just sitting there and chilling out in her cozy home there. So that's the advice for you. Yeah, I hope this was helpful. And what you need to cleanse. Yeah. Thank you for watching, Pisces. If you feel like this resonated, if you want to, you can leave a comment or just hit the like button. I keep saying, the wrong word. I keep saying button to button. Okay, Pisces. That's what I had for you. We're going to, moving on to Cancer. What Cancer need to cleanse? What Cancer need to cleanse? What Cancer need to get rid of? Or, yeah, what Cancer need to throw away? My Cancer watching. What does Cancer, my Cancer watching, what does my Cancer watching need to cleanse out? First, I want to see your current energies, Cancer. Cancer, you're in your Empress body, enjoying yourself, enjoying life. I'm doing this video on Saturday night. This video won't be out on Saturday night. So if you're watching this could be your Saturday night body. You enjoying your Saturday night body. You're enjoying life, you know, enjoying yourself, feeling really good, you know, enjoying pleasure and beauty of life that is kind of coming your way now. Very, very enjoyable in your own self, in your own body. You could be glowing in your own special way. You feel like calm and grounded, very soft energy, feel really good. For someone, I see like a key hanging, or a key, or something about a key. It could be hanging from your neck down to your chest. Could be something like that. There's something about a key, or something that looks like a form of a key, or could be the Venus sign too, that almost looks like a key hanging from your chest. Yeah, beautiful energy. Okay, let's see. My Cancers watching, what do they need to cleanse? Someone could really be sitting and enjoying food right now. Remember, I'm doing this on Saturday. I could be getting your energy here for Saturday. Doesn't matter which time of the week you're watching this video. Okay, what does Cancer need to cleanse, get rid of, or throw away? Any form of, we're talking about energies here, so any form in other persons, people, or in you, any form of immature or an unintelligent, emotional, whatever feeling of something being not emotionally intelligent, you know, someone being too immature, someone lacking like or this could also be oh God, classic with this deck, fishing up the cards. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. Good for my cardio to fish up some cards everywhere. King of Cups. Okay, let's dig in. We'll see here. Okay. Okay, we got King of Cups crossing, which is talking about an energy within you or within someone else, or both. Okay. They were talking about being, you know, hesitant, not really sure, being afraid. This could be, not really wanting to give yourself out completely. This could be about not understanding others' emotions. Could be so many things. We're talking about a masculine energy here. It's someone around you. It's you. It's something of that. You know which one it is. And this energy is dominant. Okay? It's pretty dominant. It's affecting your happiness, your shine, your inner shine. It's affecting your happiness, okay? And it doesn't matter if this masculine energy is doing this just to drain you or just do it without wanting to drain you. It doesn't matter. You need to get rid of, these energies, cleansing once in a while. This could be a person, that has been in your energies. This could be a person that is in your energies currently, around you or around you sometimes. It could be a person that you can't get rid of. It could be someone you don't want to get rid of. This could be inside yourself. So the scenarios and the outcome is very different. But you need to cleanse. You can't go like, here you are, the chariot. You're moving forward, constantly moving forward. That's what life is about. It's taking you to the next day, next day, and next day. You can't walk or going in your cabin. You're a Ferrari of self here. You can't be going that way with this feeling. Like you constantly have to back yourself up or pick up the swords that someone else thrown, or you have to throw swords, or you know what I mean, like protecting yourself or being suspicious, or maybe that you need to have to play a game because someone else is doing it, or you're seeing someone else doing that. You need to release that. You need to cleanse from that. Either it's you or another person. You need to cleanse from that behavior or that energy. There could be some kind of feeling of, like getting behind, a feeling of getting behind or getting low or getting down. The feeling of out in the cold, which this card is basically often saying, but I'm kind of having a feeling like getting behind. This could be about money. This could be about material stuff. You could be needing to get rid of some material stuff that could, be weighing heavily on your shoulders. Maybe you're not aware of them. So that's something to, take a look at, think about, can I get rid of something that might actually be kind of heavy on my shoulders? Making more space at home, like clear the air, or clean up the space to get some more air between your material stuff, your world, your furniture, or or just, yeah, it could also be about just getting rid of the feeling that you're kind of left behind or left on the side. I say that you could feel like you have a lot of responsibility. You got the Queen of Wands and Two of Wands with the Five of Pentacles. This could be something about you. You know, you have a big responsibility. You need to make choices. You are the Queen of Wands here. I mean, you're the Cancer, but you do have a Queen of Wands within you. You have this ability. You're charming. You're beautiful. You have a specific warmth to you. You're charismatic. You can make things happen. Excuse me. You could, you could have fire placements, or you could have, personality, or you could have a personality that is similar to fire placements, fire zodiac signs. And this is a beautiful energy. You are capable of making good decisions, see where the gold is, even though it might rain heavenly, heavily, or just be kind of dark and cloudy. You have this ability. You just have to make space to see that. Focus on the positive. And by the Queen of Wands, I mean, if you're a male watching, this doesn't have to have anything to do with, that this suddenly doesn't resonate with you because we're talking about a queen here. This could be just your yin energies. We all have them. So it could be more of your calmer, warmer sides to you. You need to cleanse from any feelings that could, get you a little bit off track. If something is kind of shaking you, you don't have to necessarily get rid of the things shaking you. We are all getting shaken by things, and, it doesn't have to be bad things, all of it, or something that leaves a scar. Even things that leaves a scar eventually makes us see like, okay, that makes sense, and I'm so much better right now. But yeah, this is something about like rather being the emperor and taking control, having control, and do things, with a plan and a goal, like a mission, rather than, constantly letting your feelings go ahead and be in charge, lead you. Sometimes you can just go within and, you're showing a passion, be passionate about things, be, enjoying things instead of putting too much of feelings into it. I mean, it doesn't mean that you have to be cold or being a bad person or a bitch. This is more of a shift of actions, or choosing a character for yourself that is more professional and having more patience than just letting feelings decide. You can still be loving, caring, and love things and people without getting 100% emotional to it. Sometimes a feeling of oh, I love this, this is beautiful, I love this, that can be enough, and you can live on that for hours or days. Just let it be that kind, that way. Not putting too much words or attention to what you are feeling. 3 words on what you are feeling in a special time of place, yeah, that could make so much more than, you know, getting lost in your feelings or emotions. Instead of saying like, oh, I love this, and I love this, and this makes me feel like this, and oh no, and then, you know, you might have feelings like, or thoughts like, what if this happens? What if I'm losing this? You see what I mean with this? Keeping it more at a middle point, more stable, more, you know, middle floating more than, you know, going up down like a roller coaster. And it's there's something about, you know, not charisma, the character we're choosing, you know. Sometimes we just have to choose. You can't just let it all out like we're a wild animal. Yeah, okay. What does Cancer need to cleanse, get rid of, or just throw away? Something more? You need to kind of clean out I would say anything that comes to mind for you that would, you know, give you some type of anxiety, or, you know, just be hurtful. This could be about, you know, people around you again. This could be about people around you that feel more, you know, dominant in their energies. There could have been a situation with someone that you either worked with, or someone who you felt, you know, like you really liked. You liked their stability, the way of, you know, carrying themselves, their just, you know, their character. You looked up to them, or, you know, someone just like feeling like they have a little bit more than you. It could be different depending on who's, you know, watching, but you know, just releasing the feeling of that was injustice. You didn't win that argument or discussion or that battle, or, you know, just releasing everything where you feel like this was injustice, this was not justified, this was not doing the right way. What does Cancer need to get rid of? For someone, this could be about a love situation in general where you need to let go of some things. This could be work. This could be people in general. What does Cancer need to get rid of? Yeah, there's something about something lingering in your, you know, like that could affect your intuition. You know, the gut feeling, your intuition, just feeling like you understand. I'm not gonna say understand things, because you do understand things. You know, just the gut feeling, your intuition of being, you know, you don't even have to ask about things or see them really, or get answers to anything, or get truth to anything. You just kind of know, you know. And yeah, third eye chakra and the color blue, that could be helpful for you if you want to check that up. Educate yourself about that. You know, look up the space where third eye is, which is in your forehead. And I mean, if you've had headaches lately, or maybe has problem with migraine, there could be, you know, a connection to this, to that, what I'm just mentioning here, with you know, the feeling of unjustified things going on, kind of getting stuck there, you know. You need to cleanse something that might have put an effect on your, like, heritage. It could be, you know, from childhood, it could be from grown-up years, it could be anything. It's probably something that it's rooted. It could be, you know, significant for your whole. It could be something small, actually. It could be something big. It has the same effect that is affecting the whole of your, like, life story. A root chakra could be helpful to, you know, take care of, get some extra attention. You might need to cleanse something in your root chakra. So, you know, meditation with root chakra cleansing could be something for you. The color red could be something for you. Cleansing something in your third eye chakra, or, you know, your head space, your forehead space. It could be tension, you know, between your eyes, or in your head, you know, in your eyes, in your eyebrows. There could be some kind of a tension there. Not attention, some kind of tension there. Also some kind of a tension in your legs, or in your back, you know, your lower back, your stomach, your lower stomach, or, you know, in your hips. Okay, let's see, what more can we get? What does Cancer need to get rid of? What does my Cancer's watching need to get rid of? Oof, okay. Yeah, we got some cards here. It could be someone at a distance from you, someone that you bonded in some kind of way. You bonded. It could be really deep. It could be a short amount of time and feeling like, wow, that wasn't enough. It could be a long time, a long amount of time. It could be really deep. It could be something casual, something that did though feel pretty deep. Someone you bonded with, It's not just someone you kind of saying hi to at downtown or feeling like, yeah, that's just someone I know. Yeah, what's up? No, this is something deeper. Someone you bonded with. Someone you felt something passionate for and with, and they just kind of, disappeared like silence. This could be you that did this to someone else, and you just, you need to release it. Either way, it's you or someone else, you need to release this. You need to get rid of this. Or there's someone in your space that you might, think at times that you need to get rid of this person for some reason. Either way, whatever you resonate with, someone here actually been through this, feeling like, you know what, I paid I paid for that. Yeah, I really paid for that. Or you believe that someone would pay for that. You need to kind of let go of this, because this is keeping you sidetracked from a potential change for something. You know what I mean? Maybe you're supposed to do something else than you're doing what you're doing when you're stuck with this, thinking about this. Look at this card here. It sounds so yeah, gray. Like the card's color is just gray. Withdrawn, single, lonely, solitary. But I mean, look at this tree. How peaceful doesn't this look? There's white, looks like white sand. It could be snow. And just standing there alone looks like fresh air to me. It really looks like fresh air. She looks really like, she's big. This is a big tree. It's really, really big if you compare it to the stem, if that's what you're calling it, stem. But so I mean, this is about perspective on things. Am I better here, or am I better here? Yeah, there could be someone that you kind of feel a bond to, but for some reason there's a delay with you being with this person, or in this situation, or in this I mean, if this is work related, we're talking about an opportunity that is delayed. You need to kind of, get rid of this, put it on pause or something, because it could be, distracted. You could be distracted by this. It could cause delays for what it's, meant to be around you. Okay, let's see. Some advice. Can we get some advice for Cancer in what they need to cleanse? Let's see. Where did the cards go? Oh yeah. Okay. Advice for my Cancers watching on what they need to get rid of and cleanse. Ooh, yeah, you get the message of freedom. That says it all. Hello, you're free. You are free, Cancer. You're free. You're not prisoned anywhere. If you basically are stuck somewhere, it's about your mind. It's about what you're giving, that you will eventually receive it. It's about being free in your mind, you know? And what is freedom for you? What is freedom for you, Cancer? What is freedom? If you don't have it, what is it and how will you get it? It's not a question of if you can get it. It's about how will you get it? And when can you get it? When will you get it? Oh yeah, your advice is to forgive something. Forgive something, and you know, as you said, this card says, you know, having open hands, open palm, open hands. This is really about really forgiving something from your heart, or you know, just to get a touch of freedom. Not a touch of freedom, just to just a touch of freedom. No, to get the feeling of freedom, of being free, to release yourself. Advice for my Cancers watching in their situation of what they need to cleanse and get rid of. Advice for my Cancers watching. Two cards, advice for my Cancers watching. That's one card. Let's see if we can get one more. Maybe that's enough. Let's see. 1, 2, and last 3. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna read this first. Learning secrets. Stay open-minded and receptive as you uncover hidden truths and embrace the lessons they offer. Yeah. Soul whispers. Look beyond the words and hear what is really being said now. That goes very good along with the High Priestess here. You are Cancer. Your intuitive abilities are already high. You know, you just need to be at balance within yourself to be, you know, in your strongest intuitive vibes. Okay, here you go. Feast. Cancer. Your advice is to slow down and celebrate yourself. Yeah. Do that. Do what this woman here is doing. And you also got, okay, protest, start a revolution. You take that however that resonates, but that makes me think about friendship and standing up for each other. You know, kind of play with people having the same moral standards and belief system as you, or just, you know, them accepting and understanding you for who you are. Okay, that's what I had for you, Cancer. I hope that resonated for someone. I hope that was helpful for someone. If you feel like, you know what, I really like this concept and I resonated, I didn't resonate, but I like this concept, or I was just getting really great inspiration here, or I would like you to do this and this if you are capable of doing that, or yeah, you know, hit the like, leave a comment. That would be really appreciated. Okay, Scorpio. Scorpio, let's see what you need to cleanse, get rid of, and or throw away. We'll see. First, I wanna see what your current energies are. My Scorpios watching on what they need to cleanse and get rid of, possibly throw away, are their current energies. Interesting, Hermit. You're in your hermit mode, which means looking at something from behind the curtains, sort of speaking. Doing a deep introspection, or just looking at something, you know, just looking at something without being in it at this moment. It's like doing an introspection. It's like doing a self-evaluate. It's like just, you know, looking at something, looking at a situation, or we'll see what comes forward here. If it has something to do with what you need to cleanse, but you're definitely in your hermit mode, which is about, you know, going within, looking at things, looking at yourself, or looking at a situation or things in general. I'm getting like an educated vibe into it. Could be learning, you know, learning of something, understanding things, or, you know, learning life's lesson. Okay, let's see. What does my Scorpios watching need to cleanse? What does my Scorpios watching need to cleanse? Wow, we have some flipping cards here. I'm not sure that I'm gonna take them actually. It was like just like, you know, just wanted to show me like a little view of something. What does my Scorpios watching need to cleanse and get rid of? Almost like getting a feeling of you watching another person, and you're feeling like you're supposed to be so much more mature than that. It doesn't have to be that way, but it's someone that you kind of feel love for, but like in the back of your head, it's like you're supposed to be much more mature than that. Or, you know, you're just watching someone and being like, there's a childish energy to this safe and secure, grounded person that, but you admire them anyway. So yeah, the question's still remaining. What does Scorpio here, my Scorpio watching, need to release or cleanse? What do my Scorpio here watching need to cleanse or get rid of? You could actually be giving a little bit too much. You know, you could be, you know, carrying a lot. And as it seems, compared to another person here around you, you're carrying around a little bit too much. I would say that what you need to cleanse out or get rid of is the way of giving too much, or the way of giving to receive. You see the difference of just giving because you want to, and the difference between that and giving to get something. Because when you're giving something to get something, you expect something. And expecting, I mean, people are free. All people are free to do whatever they want or can. From someone's perspective, someone could do something, but the reality could be that they can't for some reason. So, you know, if you're, you know, look at your perspective on how to give. But yeah, that's for someone. I mean, I just see like Scorpio, you're kind of giving to someone that where you are actually giving too much. Okay. For you, it's giving too much. It's weighing heavily on you. It's like, yeah, it's like it's almost like you're giving from two people, but you're just one person, right? It's like you're giving from two people. from yourself, like you're doubling up, but you can't do that, right? It's like yeah, really like giving too much of yourself. You're not supposed to do that. That is giving you the feeling of this. You manage, you will get there, you will survive. This won't kill you, but it's clear you're kind of giving a little bit too much. This could be work related too. This could be in a relationship. Either way, it's between you and people. With you being in a hermit mode, you could actually be looking at this right now and not just like confirming it. There's someone here that kind of needs to release, for some reason. You need to release like a nostalgic feeling of missing someone from your past. You know, if you either, you know, take them into your life, take contact, take them into your life, be with them, or you're not. But, you know, kind of letting that linger too much. There's something about that you need to let go of or release. What does my Scorpios watching need to cleanse? Or something that you put effort or money into that you need to cleanse. That it could be something that you kind of spent money on. So it could be something material, or it could be a way of, you know, eating or drinking or something like that, that you just have to, you know, get rid of because it's affecting your inner world. It could be physically affecting you, keeping you, you know, getting more tired. Or yeah, you kind of need to let go of something that, of a feeling of that things need to go forward really fast, that you want things to happen like this. No, you need to take it slower. You need to take it slow. You need to see things out of a perspective of that you want quality rather than quantity. You don't want a quick fix. You want something to be 100% complete and enjoy the journey rather than having something done like this and yeah, in a couple of weeks it's broken. Something like that. Yeah, okay. You need to release a feeling of you need to release a feeling of being judged by others, or, you know, the effect of others, how you're seen. You know, being around other people is about creating memories and, you know, be here and now and enjoying the moment. It doesn't matter how many wrongs or, you know, like goofy things you do. It doesn't matter. Okay. It's not about how you are viewed. I mean, of course, it's important. That's, something we love, being viewed and getting compliments and the feeling of people understanding us and loving us. But you need to get rid of, you need to cleanse or get rid of the feeling of that, that would be more important than your own view of yourself. What does my Scorpios watching need to get rid of or throw away? Or cleanse? My Scorpios watching. Any feeling, any thought, probably from your past, a feeling of someone being dishonest or lying or, tricking you into something, a feeling of people just being dipshit, douchebags, bullshit, treating you like, with no respect. Just cleanse, get rid of that, say bye-bye to that, okay? Because you have an incredible warm heart, you have a vulnerability that these persons probably took advantage of, and that says more about them than it would say something bad about you. I mean, when we trust someone, is there something wrong with us or something wrong with them for, taking a piss on that trust? It's definitely something wrong with them. You're putting your trust into their hands, they're taking them, and they're just like, smashing it around. That's stupid. It's stupid to do that. You really need to cleanse that out of your space, your energies, your inner self, because it's not supposed to be there. It doesn't belong there. You're much more beautiful than that. You're not supposed to have that lingering and disturbing, affecting toxically, poisonously on you and your beautiful energies. This is you, okay? This is what you're supposed to be. This, throw that away. Bye. Sorry, not sorry. Bye. Okay. What does my Scorpios watching need to cleanse and get rid of? You need to kind of cleanse, get rid of something in your material space. It could also be about, looking at your financial areas and, just look at them. I think that when you do that, you will see if there's something Something about your material stuff, the material things around you. It could be in your home, it could be at workplace, it could be anything, just your material stuff, like maybe there's something you need to get rid of, throw out, or just organize something. You could be aware of this, you could be unaware of this. Either way, it will make a big, huge difference when you've done it. You might need to get better patience through things. If you are doubting yourself when it comes to making money in career or at your workplace, you need to get rid of that thought. You need to find balance somewhere. And it probably has something to do with material aspects. Either how you're getting your material aspects, or how you care for them, or where you have them, like move things around, or get disorganized things organized. Enjoy when you do that, enjoy while doing it. Have fun while you're doing it. Don't rush it. Don't put don't be so harsh on yourself that you need to be done today, or just have fun with it. Use it as something that you could actually have something useful in your future. Could make it like something that like routine in your routines, if you know what I mean. Also, something that could be helpful for you right now is to give it some extra care for your solar plexus area or your stomach area, what you're eating, or this could be about people you surround yourself with that makes you feel calm in your stomach areas. Exercises, how you are working out and taking care of your stomach area, or your it could be your lower back too. Check up on solar plexus chakra and see what you can have uses for that. Also, third eye chakra, which is placed between or above your eyebrows, around your eyebrows, your forehead, your headspace, your mind. It could be related to all of that. Also, the color blue or the color yellow or gold could be something that you could have a good use for. Okay, let's get some advice for you. Some advice for my Scorpios watching when it comes to what they need to cleanse out. Advice for my Scorpios watching. I hope you can hear me. The music is kind of loud and really close to my phone, which is where I'm recording from. Advice for my Scorpios watching. Okay, jumped right back. advice for you is just to see that you are so free. You really are free to learn in your own way, learn from everything. Learning from life experiences, growing as a person, that's something that not everyone is being lucky to do, actually, for different reasons. We can't judge them because not everyone is free. But you got message of guidance, freedom. You are free to be guided of whatever you want, in whichever way you want, kind of. You're free to believe in whatever religious aspects you want, or whatever higher powers you want. This is a message of you are actually free to do that. You are free to explore different ways of learning, or being guided. If you want to be guided by Buddha, if you want to be guided by Allah or God or Hecate or whatever, you are free to choose. Advice for my Scorpios. Beautiful card. Let's do 2 from these. 2 cards for my Scorpios. Okay, let's see. Scorpio, you know what? You're already, highly evaluated as gold. You're like gold. You don't need someone else to fix you. Okay? You don't need someone else to fix you. You're perfect just the way you are. You will become the perfect person that you're supposed to be. You're changing and developing just the way you're supposed to be doing. Okay, you're perfect just the way you are. You don't need anyone to fix you, and that is the fact. Okay, let's see. Spirit link. Stay aligned with your highest dreams and ideals to find success. Divinely guided. Trust the wisdom of the universe and remain open to receive guidance as your journey through life's mysteries. Oh, it's upside down. Let's do this. Okay, stay in the flow. Surrender to the rhythm of life, remaining open to opportunities and lessons as they naturally unfold. Fully immersed. Everything you want is all around you, just waiting for you to see it, Scorpio. Beautiful card. Okay. Yeah, that's what I had for you, Scorpio. I hope that resonated. I hope that was inspiring. I hope that this concept is something that you like. If you want to leave a comment about this concept, or you didn't resonate, or you did resonate, but if you didn't resonate and you feel like, you know what, I like this concept, I want to resonate next time, we will hit that like button, and yeah, that will be appreciated and easier to connect to your energies next time. Yes, that's what I had for you, Scorpio. That's what I had for you, my lovely water signs. I hope to check in on your energies soon again, and yeah, see you next time. Have the best day, and yeah, peace and love to you.